how dirty did I really do him? I've been honest with him since day one.
Pretty damn dirty, Melanie. I can't even count on my fingers how many times you've done Sincere dirty this season, okay? Stop the cat. Please stop the cat. We're clocking your tea, babe. We're clocking it. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Patience and this is Patience.Pleasee. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to my channel so far. I keep saying this. I know I'm new here. I'm new YouTuber and I'm happy that I'm sharing my experiences, my videos with you guys. And I'm just appreciative of you guys just showing support. I love you guys so much. You know, you got to feel the heart in, feel the other half. Okay, so far, if you have been here watching all the recaps, you know that we've gone over Love Island Season 8, episodes 1 through 7, y'all. 1 through 7, it's been a journey. You guys know how drama-filled this show has been, okay? It's been so much drama lately on these episodes. I'm still trying to catch up, like, who's with who? What bombshells came in, just all of the drama, okay? So that is my job. I'm going to fill you guys in of what's going on in that villa, okay? So this time we are recapping episodes 8 and 9. So let's just get into it. Again, get your snacks, get your drinks, get a pillow, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. I'm comfy right here. In a minute, I'm finna go grab me a drink and we're gonna go over this, okay? We're gonna go over this episode. So let's just get into it. All right, y'all. So we're starting off with the episode 8. And we see the islanders all scattered around, you know, just laying out. They're still on their nightcap of the previous episode. So you see Melanie talking to Anaya, and Anaya's like, I'm so shocked that you haven't crashed out. Because, right, you know, we see Mel, give me 10. Give me 10. You know, her crash out moments before she warns you before she crashes out, you know? So we see her talking to Anaya and she's telling her, like, if I'm not going to be crying over him, if he wants to explore, he can explore, but I'm going to do my own thing too. Baby, I know you want to cry. I know you want to cry over that man. Go ahead and let it out. Just go ahead and let it out. You're trying to convince yourself, not us, okay? So she's over there telling him that, like, if he wants to go explore Seoul, go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to be waiting over here for you to be kissing back and you kissing Seoul and then coming to me. And then Anaya's like, who asked for the kiss first? And then Mel's like, well, he said Seoul did, but, you know, Sincere, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Y'all both wanted that kiss, okay? So we ponder over to Sincere, and he's talking to Zach and probably Bryce. I can't even remember who he was talking to. Anyways, he's talking, and they're like picking his brain, and he's telling them, oh yeah, me and Soul kissed, and it felt good. Like, and I haven't felt that since, like, I've been in the villa. Even though I've been with Mel, I have, like, a great connection with Mel, but I'm always chasing her. It's never, like, vice versa. And it's true, because Sincere, it seems like he's giving it all to Mel, and then Mel's just playing in his face, like, over and over and over and over. Like, Sincere gives, like, Mel an inch, and Mel just takes that mile. She thinks she's Bea. She thinks she's a track star, okay? She's running. She's taking that mile, okay? It's just too much for him. So he's talking about he's going to keep exploring his options with Soul, which he should. I think you deserve it, Sincere. Just don't be sneaky, okay? Just don't be sneaky about it. Just tell Mel up front, I'm gonna explore Soul. And if we kiss, we kiss. Point blank, okay? Okay, so we see the next couple talking, and it's Corbin and Kenzie. You know how I feel about them. Anyways, so Kenzie's over here talking about, I had a talk with the new bombshell and we ended up kissing. And Corbin's like, is it Caleb and Corbin? Does she have 2 C's? Does she have 2 C bombshells? I gotta figure out these people's names. There's so many of them right now. So she's talking about the new bombshell guy, and she's telling Corbin that, like, we ended up kissing, and he's like, nonchalant. Yeah? Oh, how'd it go? Yeah. Corbin, close your mouth. Please close it. So he's like, as long as you're being honest with me, like, you should do what you feel like you should do. And she's like, yeah, but when I kissed him, I was thinking about you. How does that happen, Kinsey? How does that happen? Anyways, we go over to the next conversation and we see Trinity and Bryce and they're talking and they're like, Trinity's like, I feel like we don't like show each other affection enough and like I don't want you to feel underappreciated. And he's like, well, it is. It's making me feel uncomfortable and awkward. How does that make you feel uncomfortable and awkward? If she's literally coming to you and telling you like, hey, everything's good in our relationship, but I just feel like we should show more affection. That's like helping you, not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. The thing is, you just don't like each other and you're forcing it. I think that's the freaking problem. They got a contract, y'all. They got a contract to stay inside the house for a free vacay. Okay? Between them two. So the next conversation we see is Bea and Gabriel. When I tell you Bea is gonna be like, she's one of my favorite Islanders right now on this season. Cause she's like, when Gabriel told her that he kissed both of the bombshells, she was like, oh, okay, cool.
Both?
Yep.
Thanks.
It's like a trolling. Like that would be me. Cause if I find out my partner kissed multiple girls on the same day, I'd have been like, I'm not acting like Mel. I'm not crashing out. I'm not acting like Kinsey. I'm not crying. I'm going to be like, okay, cool. You do you. I'm about to go find another man in this villa. Okay. Cause you're done. Wiping my hands off. And and when she said a walking red flag, Gabriel is a walking red flag. He's a Brazilian from Miami. That alone should have told you. Okay. And the way he came and said that villa lip locking and swap and spit of both of you and Trinity and everybody else in that villa, that was a walking red flag. And I'm glad she caught it. Bea, you deserve better. Let's go find you another man. Okay. So gross. Okay. That ends that night. And then we wake up to the next morning. You know, the girls get their breakfast, you know, their hugs, their kisses and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's another day in the villa. They are all out in the sun, laid up. That would be my favorite thing to do. Just laying by the pool, laying in the pool, getting out of the pool, getting another drink. I'll probably be the first one to get kicked off because I'll probably be done talking to y'all, done chatting with y'all. I just want to be laid up. Keep the drinks coming because it's too hot for all this drama. So that's what's happening, drama. So they're all laid out and then you see just the islanders conversating and you see Soul and the other new bombshell talking about like the guys in the villa and how everybody's all just like coupled up and nobody is like wanting to talk. They're all scared. But then like they say like who they're really into, you know? And then we ponder over to Mel and Sincere and you can see Soul like watching them and Mel's like, I want to know like what's going on with us. Like, how do you feel? And then like Sincere's like trying to reassure her, like, yes, like I still want to be in a couple with you. Like you're my number one. Like I still like you, like reassuring her, right? And then Soul's like looking and being like, what the hell? Like you come and kiss me twice, like in the past, like day. And then like you're over there with Mel, like lovey dovey. And it's true, like Sincere. I know you're in a couple with Mel, but you are not playing the game right, babe. Because this is both going to give them the ick. This is both going to give both of them the ick. But okay, so he reassures Mel. He's trying to reassure her and Mel's like, no, like seriously, like I'm not going to be here waiting on you. Like if you're going to keep playing with me and then going back to Soul and playing with me, like I'm not going to do it. And every time Sincere does this, Sincere, just tell the truth. Every time you do this, it's a dead giveaway. This. Like you waiting on some money in your hand. Okay. Every time he does this move. I know it's some bullshit. You know he playing around. Like, you know he finna go play with Soul and then come back to Mel. Like, just be honest. Mel is not gonna beat you up. And if they do, they gonna finna find the security guard real quick, okay? They gonna get her up out of here. So he's telling her like, no, 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 like I really want you and like I choose you. And she's telling him like, I really like you. You're the only one in here that I like. I like being with you. I like spending my time with you. So please just don't like hurt me. If you're going to explore, explore, but like, I need to know this, you know? Okay, so after that conversation with Mel and Sincere, the guys like come around Sincere and try to like reassure him like, I think you should like go talk to Soul because you don't know how you'll feel about it later if you only like stay in a couple with Mel and then you have regrets. And they're just like telling him like, yeah, go explore your options, bro. Like, go explore. So he goes and he pulls Soul. And what I don't like, okay, if you're going to like explore options, what I don't like is the disrespect. If you're going to tell me like, yes, I'm going to go explore options, but you don't need to be cuddled up with that person. You don't need to be laying in soul ties. You don't need to be her all over you, like, and you over here just touching her and like rubbing her neck or her back or her hair. Like that's where I'm like, you really want me to crash up. You really want me to crash out, okay? That's the thing I don't like. If we're gonna like explore each other's options, let's just like be respectful because I'm still in a couple with another person. You feel me? That's the only thing I don't like about that Sincere and Soul situation. But otherwise, like, yes, explore your freaking options. And then you see Mel. Mel is over here. She's just like crashing out. This thing keeps falling, y'all. I'm so sorry. But she keeps crashing out. She's going over to this couple. She's going over to that couple. She's like, is anybody here? Isn't anybody I can sit here and just tell you guys how much I'm so sad that I've done so much to Sincere. Now he wants to explore options. Karma, Mel, karma. That's what it is. It's karma. Okay, as time is going by, okay, Mel and Soul is still up there talking after hours. Okay, they're still up there talking. And, you know, Mel, her jealousy streak comes in, like she's like, what should I do to stir up the villa? She goes and she pulls Corbin, of course. And she starts exploring with Corbin, like talking to him, like talking about like I want a family and I want kids and I want like to be independent but also like in a marriage. And he's like over here, you know him, can I get a kiss? She's like, no. She told him no because like Kinsey is her girl and she wants to talk to Kinsey first and tell her like, hey, I think I'm gonna explore Corbin, but like he asked me for a kiss and I want it to be okay with you, which is sweet of you. It's sweet of you, Mel. But Kinsey's over here with her cowboy. Anyways, that happens. And then after she's done conversating with Corbin, Soul and Sincere are still effing talking. All laid up, all hugged up, all booed up, booed up, booed up. Look, they're still talking. So she's like freaking out, like she's about to crash out. She's talking to Anaya and she's like, they've been up there for so long. Like, I'm gonna go talk. I'm gonna go pull him. And Anaya's like, yeah, you should do that. Anaya, you instigating hoe. You're an instigator, but I love it. She's like, yeah. So, Mel is like starting to go up to the stairs and that's when KC peeps in. He's like, no. You're not doing that. It's not worth the crash out.
Casey, stay
Where
here.
you going?
Nowhere.
No.
Good. Let me pull him. I'm not gonna start trouble.
Why?
Mel's like, I'm just going to the vanity room. Girl, you are not going to the vanity room. You're not. You finna go bust down. You was finna bust down that soul tie and be like, why the F are y'all still talking? Cause I probably would have did it too. So she comes back and she just starts crying. Like, he's telling me one thing and doing another. Like, again, like, I do think he should explore his options, but that is too much. Like, you done talked for the whole damn day with this girl in soul ties or wherever y'all are at. And then also y'all are all cuddled up, touching each other, kissing each other, like literally like y'all were in the couple and Mel is the side chick. It's just, I don't like that part, but Okay, so the couples get ready for their nightcap. You know, the parties that they have every night. They get all dressed up to come downstairs, do their little twirls in front of their man and act like, you know. So it's just the same thing over and over again. But anyways, they, having their nightcap and conversations are across the villa again. So we see, Kenzie finally talked to Melody about like the Corbin situation. Like, yes, Kenzie, you're in a couple with Corbin, but you're drooling over the new bombshell. So Kenzie tells Mel that she's like upset that, and it's bothering her that like you're supposed to be a good friend and like Corbin asked to kiss you and I don't like that. And Mel's like, yeah, he did, but I denied it because I wanted to talk to you first. Like, Kenzie, what is wrong with you? Like, you're literally exploring your options and lip locking with another fucking bombshell and you'll be mad at Corbin for trying to talk to Mel. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, practice what you preach. The girls in this villa don't practice what they preach. The only ones who do is literally like Bea and Anaya. But everybody else is like, you get mad at the boy for doing something, but you've done something 2 times worse. Especially you, Mel. Especially you. Okay? So I don't understand why Kenzie's so upset at Mel, like for Corbin asking her to have a kiss. It's not like Mel asked him and did the kiss while you're over here lip locking cowboy. Anyways, Kenzie irritates me. I don't know who else is watching Love Island and gets like doesn't like Kenzie, but I freaking don't like Kenzie. She aggravates me. Like, she's just annoying as hell to me. Okay, but then we see Bryce. Bryce is talking to is he talking to Sincere? He's talking to somebody and he's telling them, like him and Trinity's connection doesn't feel like as strong as he thought it did. And then like, she's saying like they don't have enough affection, which is true. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go explore my options. I want to talk to Kata now. Like, I've liked Kata, even though my best friend in this house, my bromance is with Zach. I'm going to want to talk to his girl. So weird. Like, that's what I said. Watch your back in this villa. Watch your back, because none of these people are your friends. Okay, so he sits down with Zach, and Bryce is like, I could go in and talk to Kata, and Zach is like, oh wait, you're serious? Because I would have been like that too. Like, Bryce, who the f do you think you are? Who are you feeling like that you thought you was gonna try to talk to Kata? I don't think Kato, you're not his type. Like, you're not her type. The way she tucked you away in that night episode when you were in the same bed with him, with Zach and Kata, and she was like, not tonight, you're not getting one. That was your literally like, that was the red flag, dude. Like, she doesn't like you. But okay, Bryce, you got some hair on your chest. Go ahead and try to figure it out and talk to Kata and see where that gets you. Okay, so we are recording on a different day, y'all. I just had so much to do, okay? Like, these past few weeks, it's just been a lot for me, but let's just get back into episode 9. We're still on the same night, so we see that Bryce pulls Kata, and you just see Casey and Zach like, this is a weird night. This has been an off day at that. Everybody's just acting weird, but it's like, I don't know, like, I play both sides because nobody's saying anything to Sincere when he goes and explores. But then when Bryce wants to explore a little bit more of the options, you know, and he also stepped like in that red circle with Zach when they said, do you want to stay in your couple or not? And they both wanted to explore. So it's kind of fair to Bryce. Yes, it is weird that it's Zach's couple because they're bromance, but at the same time, he did like Kata from the beginning. So, but it ends up Kata, she does not like Bryce. She tells him like we're more of like friends. Plus, like your friendship with Zach would be awfully weird after, even if we explored. So I'm kind of glad she shut it down because I don't think they would match either. I think Zach and Kata are like doing really well. I think they are. That night ends, we move on to the next morning in the villa. So we see everyone, they get up, get their breakfast from their mans, and then they go off into their little sections. People are working out, people are still cooking breakfast, the whole spiel, right? So we see Kenzie pull Soul aside, and she's like, I don't want the girls here to gang up on you. I know it feels lonely. Mind you, she came in with another bombshell. Okay, she's not lonely. She has a friend in there. But Kenzie, she's just so slick to me. She's like, I don't want you to feel lonely. I want to be your friend. I want you to come talk to me when you feel like no one's like got your back, cause I do. Kenzie, you're just mad that fucking Mel and Corbin have a connection. Like, that's the only reason. Like, that's the only reason you're befriending Soul, because, Soul's trying to get with Sincere and Mel's trying to get with Corbin, or Corbin's trying to get with Mel. Okay. And the only reason you're doing this is to piss Mel off by being friends with Soul. Anyways, moving on. Okay, and then we see Bryce explaining to Trinity of like why he pulled Kata to the side. And he's like, it's not like I like truly like have feelings for her. It's just I wanted to explore that connection I had in the beginning. Like if there's something more to Kata. Bryce, you like Kata, like, but she's son to you. Okay, you're her son. You're not her type. So stick in that relationship with Trinity and go all the way and have a free vacay. Okay. Anyways, Trinity forgives him. Trinity is such a sweetheart. Like, she looks like she can, like, get up on you like that, like, if you need that, but she's overall, like, seems like a sweet girl. And then we finally see Zach and Bryce talk, and Bryce is like, I just feel like there's an awkwardness in the air. Yeah, dude, because you pulled your bromance's girl. Why would it not be awkward? But anyways, they're like, there's no hard feelings. Yes, it's awkward, but like we could still be friends. Like I just wanted you to explore, like see, like if you really did like Kata, but I like, yeah, it's still awkward. Of course it would be still awkward, y'all. Like that's like, for us, it's like girl code. Guys, like, what is it, man code? Boy code? If they have a code? Do they have codes? Do guys have codes? Anyways, it's like girl code. Like you don't go talk to your girl's man. Like I automatically get the ick. If any of my homegirls like introduces me to their man, I'm like, ew. Ew. Automatically like put in the corner, like as a brother or like as a son. Like, ew. I don't ever see any of my girls' mans cute in any type of way. Like sickening to the stomach. Okay. So yeah, it's like, dude, we're best friends in the villa and you pulled my girl. Like there's going to be some awkwardness. So the islanders are all laid up in the villa right now and we get a text. You know what it is when they're all like relaxed and having a good old time in the sun, a text comes through. So they get a text. They're about to play a game called Sweet Pie. I think it's like Sweet Pie. So known as a pie, right? Okay. So they have the after sun host that is coming in to host the game, which is Sierra and Healthy. They come in and they're telling the Islanders that this will be a game of what you truly think about your fellow Islanders. And it's girls against guys. Okay. So they start playing the game and the hosts are reading off these cards, like sweet things and then also like messy things, which comes with the pie. So the first question is, who is the boy to most likely remember your coffee order? So they send Kenzie out, right? Girl, I thought she was going to go to Corbin and just get a kiss. But, it's true. I don't think Corbin's going to remember your coffee order. She goes straight to Caleb and she just lays it on him, just kissing all up on him, swapping the spit, y'all, swapping the spit. So that was what they thought about Caleb in the villa. So then they get to Messy. And then they read off the card and it was like, what boy is most likely to ghost you? I thought they were going to pick Gabriel. Why they pied Corbin, but it actually fits because he is from Miami and Miami ninjas be acting like that. They really do. Like, they be ghosting you, like trying to get your draws, then ghost you. Like, don't trust no Miami ninja, okay? Don't trust him. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over like who got pied and like who got like kissed on. So the next pie the next person who got pied was the same thing. Like, what girl would most likely ghost the guys? And Corbin pied Soul, and they were like, "Why Soul?" And then she was like, I don't think it should have been me, but yeah, I've ghost niggas before." Like, they used to be pied, girl. Anyway, so they keep moving on down the line. They asked, like what guy and what girl would be the most ones to, stick up for you. Like if someone was talking behind your back, and they picked Zach and they picked, Bea. So Gabriel kissed on Bea and then Kata kissed on Zach. So they gave him that title. And then the next one was like going behind your partner's back or throwing somebody under the bus. So the pie was given to Bryce and by Anaya. So Anaya pied Bryce. And then it was like Bryce's turn. And he just went on this whole spiel about, I liked you girls until this, that, and a third. I thought you were all nice girls.
Go ahead, bro. Before I got pied, I thought you all were wonderful.
Oh my God.
We had a
Girls, like, girl, boy, who you feeling like? You're the one who did something shady, not us. We just calling you out for it. Who he feeling like? Trinity, come get your mans. But then he gets the opportunity to pie somebody who's been in the most chaos, which was Melanie. So he pied her after his long damn spiel. At this point got pied, like everybody has gotten pied for something at this moment. So they're also playing the game like who they think their fellow No Islanders would be like, you know? So the last question ends up in Zach's hands, and it's a pie question too. And they were like, what girl would step on someone's toes, right, to get what they want? So he states, I think this girl would step on somebody's toes because they want to like go for what they want. And he stops in front of Soul. Here's Soul.
sorry. So
Oh, my baby.
He pies the shit out of Soul, but her hands are like covering, you know, they're covering it. So it doesn't really pie her. But then she's like getting emotional about it. Like she got so emotional, she started crying about it. Like literally started crying. It got very awkward. It got very fucking awkward, y'all.
bro, it's just a game.
I'm fucking over this fucking villa so bad.
So the game ends and everybody's like, oh, this is going to be so messy later, which it was. Like everybody is pied from something they like think their fellow islander villa would think of them. But it's only fair because like some of the things y'all be doing in the villa, it literally shows your character. So I would be voting this shit too. Okay. But Soul, you said it when you came in here. You said you were not afraid to step on people's toes to get what you want. So that's what Zach was going off of, literally. And he's seen you do it. Blatantly. He's seen you do it. And he's like, damn, it had to be me. It had to be the last question. Me. Make somebody cry, feel awful. No, that girl is just being sensitive. Like, I like you, Soul, but you're being really sensitive. Like, it's okay to be over like the villa and shit because it comes with a lot, but at the same time, this is what you're here to do. You're here to step on people's toes. You're here to explore other people's connections. Like, you're here to do that. So if I was a bombshell, I'd have walked in there like, yeah, and I did so respectfully. You need that. Just saying, like, it is like the crying, like, come on, babe. Toughen up, toughen up, toughen up, toughen up. Okay? So we see everybody talking later that night. We see Gabriel is mad at Bea because Bea said a long, nice speech about Caleb. And it's true. The guy has come in here and he's really nice. Like, everybody can agree. Like, the guy is sweet, southerner charm. Like, he's being really nice. So, and Gabriel, you kissed two bombshells on the same day. Like, you didn't even put time between those. Like, so I don't understand why you're mad. I agree with Bea. Like, why the F are you mad? Like, you're not even making sense. It was just a speech. Like, because she didn't say the same thing about you? Because you're over here kissing two bombshells on the same day. Make it make sense. Oh my God. I want to be a therapist, like, inside this villa. Like, I want to come in and just, like, ask them, like, what really goes on in y'all's heads? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. But then we ponder over Caleb and, Corbin, Caleb and Corbin. Look at that. So cute. So we ponder over them and they're talking and they're like, well, the best man will win. You know, we both are like interested in not Kate, Kinsey. And we just want to see like who, like respectfully, if you win the girl, that's okay. I won't be mad. Like we're both going to be like grown adults about this and like be respectful to each other. So they agreed to that situation. And, here comes some BS, Ariana Maddox. When she comes, there's always something, always something. Peep, every time she comes in or a text happens, Mel's like, no. That's me, literally. If I was in there and I hear her Ariana Maddox coming in, or a text, I'd be like, what bullshit do we have to do now? I just want to relax. So she comes in, like I would say, beautiful as ever. She flows in with her long, flowy dress, just like, look, so beautiful. And she's like, tonight will be a new recoupling. But there is one thing. America has voted who they want to be coupled up with the new bombshells. We all know where this was headed. We all knew where this was going. America is messy. The internet is messy. You know how messy we can be. We love the drama. We live for the drama. Okay? So this was very predictable. So the new bombshells are going to be picked with a islander that's already been there. So the first one we see, America voted Kenzie to be with Caleb. It only makes sense because that's what she's been looking for this whole time. And we see their connection growing throughout the villa so far. So they get picked. That leaves Corbin vulnerable and single. So he has to go stand up by Ariana Maddox up front by himself, right? Then we see Jen. I finally remember her name. Jen, the new bombshell. She gets sticked with Gabriel. Okay, so that kicks Bea out of her relationship. She has to go join Corbin and stand single and vulnerable. Okay, so we all knew the last one, y'all. We all knew the last one. Soul. We knew where she was getting kicked off to. You see Mel over there. She's just bawling out, crying. Sincere's like, whatever happens, we're still going to work on this, in her ear, just whispering bullshit. Anyways, so Soul, America voted for her to join a couple with Sincere. So that leaves Mel single and vulnerable as well. So she has to stand up there with Bea and Corbin. And then the rest of the couples are all still coupled up. Trinity and Bryce, Zach and Kada, Casey and Anaya, they're all still coupled up at this point, okay? So this is where the tables turn. Ariana Maddox is like, these three are single and vulnerable, but we only see one guy and two girls. They forced Corbin to pick between Mel and Bea. And I knew if I was Bea, I would have been in my head like, fuck. I would have been like, fuck, I should have stayed with, what's that man's name? I would have been like, fuck, I should have stayed with the police officer. I should have stayed in the couple, because you probably would have had no issues in that couple, babe. You should have stayed with that man. But no, you wanted to go explore a bombshell Gabriel. Now look at you. Now look what America did to you. Okay, so Corbin picks between Mel and Bea, and of course he picks Mel to stay in a couple with. And that leaves Bea dumped from the island. She is dumped from the island, the second person to be dumped now. So she's gone with the wind. She's a runner, she's a track star. But she has to pack up her bags, say goodbye to everybody, and everybody's so sad because she is the stronger girl inside the villa, where if everybody's crying, she's like, girl, get up, lift your head. So she will be missed because she's a tough cookie, and I love tough cookie girls. Like, I love them because I'm emotional myself, and I always need somebody, like especially a homegirl, to be like, girl, F that. Do what you gotta do. Lift yourself up, So I'm gonna be sad that Bea is leaving. So that concludes episode 9, you guys. Bea has been dumped from the island. So that concludes episode 8 and 9, you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are still tuning in to Love Island season 8, okay? It has been so much drama. As I said before, it has gotten so good. I'm like tuned in every week, and it is hard for me to keep, making videos like right after, because I have so much in my life that I'm doing. that I'm working on. So I'm trying to be an avid YouTuber. I am trying to, guys. Okay. So please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys want to do down below. Be nice. Be nice. Okay. That's it. Say whatever you want, but be nice. I just want to know what you like so far about this season. Who's your favorite islander? Like, tell me more. Let's conversate down below in the comments section. So I will be dropping my socials as well for my other like Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Okay. I am working on me. I hope you guys are working on you. So let's comment in the comments section about Love Island season 8 USA. And we will be back for more. So I will see you guys later. Bye.